If you're strong, you can fly. You can reach the other side of the rainbow. It's alright, take a chance, 'cause there is no circumstance that you can't handle. When you use your mind, if you're strong, you can fly. You can reach the other side of the rainbow. It's alright, take a chance, 'cause there is no circumstance that you can't handle. When you use your mind, sonic boom.
And with that, welcome to the very first, hopefully many streams on the channel. Welcome to the official RadioSEGA Twitch channel. As you're probably aware if you're watching this, we are primarily the radio station. Funny that by the name, but we've recently started getting back into some more social media platforms such as Twitch and YouTube. We've previously had a YouTube channel, but we've never really done Twitch before. This is a new sort of thing. It's not my first time to Twitch, however. You may know me as TheGreenViper8. That's my Twitch link. But yeah, this is something that's not too far out of my reach because I've done streams under the RadioSEGA brand before. One of which you just watched if you caught the vodcast, which was my Twitch show that I don't really do that much anymore, the Topical Pre-Resort, which is a pre-show for my radio show just called Topical Resort. And the main premise of that is I just play the games that I'll be talking about on the show. It normally takes place on a Thursday, because Friday is the date of the actual show, and that only happens every once in a while. And I've also done tournaments under the RadioSEGA brand, and both of those two will be carrying over to this channel instead of my own channel, so looking forward to some of that. But for today, I decided why not kick things off with a playthrough of a game which just dropped less than a week ago. No, it's not Sonic Mania Plus. That is on the schedule at some point that I want to stream. You know, I want to stream the game at some point, but today I decided, why don't we stream Heroki, a charming little platformer, originally released on iOS, but now on Switch. And I'm aware of the fresh irony of the fact that Sega supposedly don't have anything to do with the Switch port, but however they were quite heavily involved. I believe they were a publisher of the original iOS port. Either way, there was some Sega in there, but this port apparently was all done by the original developer, and Sega didn't even publish it supposedly, so yeah, it's a bit of an odd choice, but the original version of it, which is identical to this, minus controls, was from Sega, so I thought, yeah, why not? New release. It'll be pretty cool. But, as I said, Sonic Mania Plus is on the agenda at some point, as well as a few other playthroughs, but for the most part, I'm not sure whether I'll be the one doing the playthroughs. I mean, as I said, I've got the pre-resort, which will be happening every once in a while, and I've also got the tournaments, or the community nights to run, so maybe these will just be like one-off occasional things, but I do plan on, you know, at least doing some playthroughs on the channel of new Sega titles, and maybe some old ones as well, some old favourites that some of you guys could recommend. Either way, I think it's time to stop blathering, and also, hello Electric Boogaloo, how are you doing today? I think it's time to come on over to the main layout, so let's begin. So first of all, the absolute first thing I want to do here is give a huge shout out to PT Kickass. I always shout him out at the beginning of my streams because he made this layout, and this layout is awesome. I absolutely love the RadioSEGA layouts he made. So give him some love on Discord or social media. The heat is insane. Yeah, it's been pretty bad here too, although most Americans would probably say, ooh, we wear coats in what Brits consider hot, but actually today it's been lovely. It's been nice and breezy, and right now I say that and about to get blown away. This weather's just been too extreme recently, but glad it's a little bit cooler today, but I also don't particularly hate the hot weather, but yeah, glad it's cooled off. Anyway, let's come over here. I'm also just going to reset the capture card. You may notice that I do that quite a bit. That's because my capture card is a bit faulty in some ways when you stream with it. It doesn't like being streamed. It's very much against it. It'll lag and then you have to reset it. But it works, and I don't think you should notice too much of an issue if you know I'm sensitive with it. But first of all, I have played a bit of this game. I played about 5 minutes because I purchased it today. And first of all, it's beautiful is what I want to say. Absolutely love the way this game looks. But secondly, well, this game just drops you right in. It doesn't even drop you to a title screen or this is the intro cutscene, but you know, it doesn't, in the traditional games, it normally drop you in a title screen, let you choose your save file. No, this one just drops you straight into the action. Not even a glimpse of the title. So I'm probably not going to be reading out a text just because, well, if you've watched a stream when that happens, it can become quite monotonous after a while. Your air conditioner is helping a bit. Lucky electric there with your air conditioner. That's not really a thing over here. But, you know, obviously, considering it's a bit hotter in America, it makes sense that it's the standard. And also, because it's Switch, you're going to be seeing people's playing status pop up in the corner. Like, seriously, this game is a bunch of fun. Just, I didn't want to put it down when I was testing it earlier. That's just how good it is. Oh yeah, also one of the games that I plan on streaming, since I did say I plan on streaming new releases, once every Sega Ages volume comes out, or every game in the Sega Ages collection comes out, I do plan on streaming all of them. So next month, be on the lookout for, not a playthrough, but more so of a showcase of both Sonic 1 and Thunder Force 4, because I definitely will not beat Thunder Force 4 even with the easy mode on. So the free-falling mechanic's actually really fun, to be honest. There's a lot of stuff in this game that's just very unique. You wouldn't really see it in too many other games. And that's sort of the charm of it, really, and I'm going to turn it up because it's very quiet, both for you and for me. I still think that's too quiet. It's weird because every other Sega game normally blows your ears out. Now, half the appeal of this game is the actions you have and how you can apply them to specific situations. Yeah, I definitely hope for a 3D game in Sega Ages as well. I think if the initial Mega Drive games do well, I think they'll definitely consider. That doesn't control very well at all. But yeah, if the Mega Drive games and arcade and Master System, the basic games, if they do well, then I think they'll consider doing Saturn. Dreamcast, maybe. It's a bit more difficult. Yeah, that part right there did not control well at all. But what can you do? Another thing that I should probably mention is the radio stream itself, because coming up tonight we actually have the first episode of Last Call. This time, oh, you're thinking more of arcade games, that's understandable, but yeah, we got Last Call coming up with Mesmerist. It is this week, and if you don't know what Last Call is, it's just a sort of mega mix of a bunch of tunes, no talking, just dance anthems for an hour with a different remixer or person. Also, that's really low quality, what the hell. Yeah, it's just got to get on some dance anthems for your Saturday night. Previously a Friday night show, however it changed over this season because we didn't really have too many Saturday shows, so you've gotta get one in the schedule somewhere. Also, with the playthroughs, they won't always be on Saturday, or playthroughs or some streams, they won't always be on Saturday. In fact, for the most part, I want to have them on weekdays. Tournaments, I'm thinking either Tuesday or Thursday, and well, Topical Presort will be Thursday, because that's the day it always was, so I hope to keep it that way. Yeah, looking very much forward to the future of this channel, because we will have some more people other than just me. However, at the moment, I am just sort of maintaining it on my own. This was sort of my idea and the thing that I pushed for personally, because I really wanted to do Twitch. I thought it was a great way to expand and get us out of our little corner of the internet and more so into the public eye in some ways. Because having our own charm and radio is obviously going to be our primary goal, but I think it's important to branch out a bit and have some side projects that we also work on. And currently we will have some more streamers. Most likely we'll have Dr. Skutnik, he said, or he agreed to stream at some points. And I believe RadioSEGA said he will attempt to stream at points as well, but maybe at some point in the future, who knows, we might get in some more staff, we might get in some stream-specific staff. I think that's just really up to how well these initial ones go. So once again, with these games, story's never really a focus, with either A, small indie games, or B, Sega titles. And you can definitely see that here. There's a loose story, but that's not the main focus. Virtua Fighter 1 would be cool, but Dynamite Decker would be absolutely awesome. That's a game which definitely needs more love. and Sega Ages would be the perfect platform to give it more love. I'm actually really looking forward to it. If it's, I really like the way that Arcade Archives, the series done by Nintendo, is handled, because that ports over arcade games to Switch and gives them a ton of new features. And as well, they even put in, I can't remember what the game of it was, like the pilot game, which was previously unreleased, and they put it on Switch. That's really cool. If they can somehow top that with Sega Ages, that'd just be spectacular. So we got a warp map on the R button. Sweet. So I wasn't entirely paying attention. Yeah, Skyskipper, thank you, Electric. I should have picked that up. I actually bought one of the Arcade Archives games today just because I had a bit of spare cash left over from an eShop card. But yeah, why not? I ended up buying Versus Mario Bros. I've never actually played that version. I thought that would be interesting, and it was. But it's still just Mario Bros. With a slight few twists. And now we're properly into the game and onto the title screen. But it's a bit of an odd start, really, isn't it? You never see a game just do that. But yeah, there we go. We got credits. We'll watch them at the end, I imagine. Or if not, we'll come back to the menu and play them all. Of course, there's the Neo Geo Arcade Archives, not just the Nintendo ones as well. Magical Drop 3 and Street Hoop. Interesting. I never really paid too much attention to the Neo Geo ones, because although Neo Geo is good, you know, just it's not been one that's stuck out to me in particular. There's one like, oh yeah, gotta buy that one. These loading screens are actually really reminding me of Donkey Kong Country Returns of all things. There's probably an influence in there, I'd imagine. I think an important point to talk about is my experience with the game, or this game in particular, and it was one that I always sort of saw on iOS, but I never had any interest because it was iOS. That's not an anti-Apple thing. It was even back when I had an iPhone. I was just like, nah, I think I'll pass, personally. And that wasn't, you know, hatred of Apple games, but it was just like, nah, it didn't. The game appealed to me, but I didn't really want to play it on a phone. I didn't like how it was, you know, exclusively tilt controls. That didn't capture my interest either. But I always thought the visuals looked cool, and it did actually look quite fun to play despite the motion controls. But now that's all gone, because here I am with my Switch Pro controller, and look, I have analog movement. So once I saw this port was coming out, I was like, yeah, I gotta get this one. This will be much, much better. So the first thing you've got to do in a platform is look over to the left, because they normally like to hide stuff. Can't really blame them, but they haven't done that this time. They're being a bit too kind for a first timer. So I would be lying if I said I was entirely paying attention to the text just then. I'd already read the tutorial text, so didn't really need to read that. But yeah, I wasn't paying attention just then. I know I've got to get all these collectibles and stuff, but is there an end goal to this, really? I do hear really good stuff about Neo Turf Masters, and I probably should get that one because it has a great soundtrack as well, but just haven't yet. Hasn't been on the priority list, but yeah, now that you've reminded me of it, probably gonna try and get it at some point. So, are we eating this at him or what? Yeah, let's do it. He just sort of rolls away. Okay. So that seems a bit easier to control than it did the first time. Probably I'm getting used to it, because as I said, I already played that tutorial once. Couldn't even spot that was there. Soundtrack is fantastic. Well, I mean, it's a Neo Geo game. Most of them had brilliant soundtracks, at least if they were, you know, composed by the actual team and not a third-party developer. Take one of these boxes and we are just gonna lob it at him. That's what you get for attacking us. Weird helicopter thing with an oddly shaped head. Yeah, that's what Heroki is. Is there like a species to this character or what? Just going back and get another box. Data East Neo Geo music is also great. There you go. Didn't mean to do that. Now I've run out of boxes, so I'm gonna have to grab one from here instead. I don't think I'm going to go after all the collectibles, I'm just going to go after the necessary ones in most cases. And in that case, I just really wanted to kill that guy, because combat in this game seems satisfying so far, I'm not going to lie. It doesn't seem too out of the way to get collectibles in this game either, actually, so I wouldn't throw that one out the, throw that out just yet. I don't know what I was trying to go for there exactly. Yeah, you always talk about Windjammers, so I really should check it out. I set up a lot of games and it never happens, but keep poking me until I eventually do it. That's what I'm going to say there. This track is a bop so far, I've got to say. I really wish there were rips for this game, but not a single soul seems to have this soundtrack anywhere, so I might have to cave in and buy the iOS version, just so I can rip the music from that one. Because I mean, I could technically, you know, just plug in an audio jack into this, but I don't know if there's a way to disable sound effects. Oh, yeah, there is. Okay. No, don't return. Damn you. Oh, okay, so there's no way to just turn off sound effects and keep music on. That's a shame. Would have liked that. Would have made my life so much easier. So did I miss the K? Am I going to go back to that? I guess so. Yeah, that just got an update that adds the original arranged soundtrack from the Neo Geo CD version. Interesting. I mean, do they frequently update Windjammers? Because if so, I mean, a worthy purchase. Constant updates is a thing more games should strive towards, except that requires giving people free stuff. Most companies don't like that. So we already went down here. That's a dead end as such. Ah, that'd be where the K was. But I missed the H as well. Shouldn't have done that. So what's the end goal here? Ah, that's the end goal. Oh, it's more sporadic. I mean, that's better than nothing. You know, Mighty Number 9 standards. That's so much better than most games which just flat out don't get updates anymore and just get paid DLC instead. So I guess in a way that's a great thing. Alright, just because I want to get all collectibles in this level in particular, I'm gonna head back. I don't remember what one. I think we got the E there, so... Ah. Now that looks like it. Alright. Box. See, who needs a forklift when you can just, you know, carry all these boxes? That puts Rue out of a job. Honestly. So can I not hit these ones from up here? I'm not entirely sure how to do this, but if you never anticipate the update to come, then it coming out of nowhere is also equally fantastic. I got a bit of a plan. No, never mind. Maybe I can go round, although I doubt it. Yeah. No, never mind. That's what I thought, but no. Always proving me wrong, game. Making me look like a fool. I don't expect this game to honestly be too hard, but I feel like it has the potential to be, like one of those cute platformers that just slowly gets more ridiculous. Also, I still don't have the HDMI. Yeah. Oh well, I think we spent enough time in this level to warrant leaving. 25 somethings. That's what we get. So we got everything except for the H, which, man, what can we do? Hopefully this isn't one of those games that requires you to get like a majority of the collectibles. Like, you can't enter this area unless you have a certain amount of these, because that would that'd suck bad. I also appreciate the charm of barely any voice acting except for grunts. Classic 90s style voice acting. Yeah, we just get someone in and record them going something like that, and then yeah, that's the day. It was a good recording session. Now you can go home. There's a lot of textures here which you can very clearly tell were made for iOS because they didn't anticipate this probably coming to Switch when they first made these. So yeah, I mean, look at how blocky those flowers are. It's not like the Switch couldn't handle anything better. Especially the textures on the guy in the top left corner. You can see the anti-aliasing, which surely it couldn't have taken too much effort to redraw some of those. But Heroki himself looks quite clean. They probably redid him. Robinson. Got a nice little bubble now. Nothing can destroy me except for when someone inevitably hits me, then you can destroy me again. You're not staying alive. This is going to be your death place. No, if you move out of the way, this will be your death place. Just die peacefully, please. It's clean out how you're going down. So box to the face. It's the same with a lot of these enemies actually. And okay, I was about to say I've lost the E. That was very quick. You seem like a bit of a pain. So no, get in the box. Never mind. You're not getting a box. 32X stuff as well would be amazing. Tempo is the obvious one, aside from Knuckles Chaotix, but Shadow Squadron as well may be interesting. Yeah. If it's Sega ages like they actually promise, then hopefully they'd try and do something from all the major platforms. That'd be ideal, I guess. No, stop bouncing me around. These oddly jelly-like clouds. Stop that. We've already got the E, we just need the R now, and now I can get out of here. I'm not even going to bother attacking these ones, I'm just going to go up above them. What? What do I do here? Yeah, that's what I do apparently. Another staple. Buttons, switches to open at this part of the level. Some would call it padding. Others would call it, I don't know, video games. So having it be so that you, whenever you clip something, you drop the box. That's annoying. Yeah, come back here. Not letting you escape that easily. And another thing I'm wondering is whether health pickups are going to be regular, or I'm going to have to scrounge around for them, hoping they're regular enough to where I don't feel cheated, but not making it too easy, in a sense. Right. That. Okay. Not really something I needed to see about an hour after eating my own dinner. I mean, hey, at least he's filled up. Not for long though. His lunch just came back up. goes again. So, I'm confused. Have we already lost the map thing, or was the map thing the world map? There's probably an explanation for that in the game itself. Didn't pay attention to. Well, since it's given me a checkpoint, there's a good chance I'm going to need these, and I can already see something glimmering. No. Anyone? Yeah, I can throw that at him. That was some good aim. So what did that do exactly? Because that didn't seem to do anything from my perspective. Nice. You, however, stop it. Is he dead or okay? I was sort of expecting him to be an enemy with multiple hits, which would be absolute pain. No, don't do it again. I just asked you to stop. Right. Back we go over here. Oh, that's how you get the extra lives, apparently. This game sure does like making a fool of me, and not just for my bad playing skills. Oh, that was free. Let me check. Is there a way to check my... Yeah, there is. Idiot. I'm guessing that the crest things are going to probably be useful later in the game, so... Well, not even just later, just in general, so let's go back and try and find at least one of the other two. The game does not want me to go underwater. Good to know. What would be the obscurest Sega title I know? That's a tough one because my obscure is nowhere near your level of obscure. So I guess just one that immediately popped up in my mind off the top of my head, but probably isn't that obscure in the grand scheme of things, just in my head, was Amazing Island for the GameCube, which isn't that obscure in the grand scheme, but you know, it's one that barely anyone knows about except for like semi-hardcore Sega fans. I'm sure you'll completely top mine though, Electric, so go ahead and give me your one. Also, the relatively obvious one, if you are a lurker or you're new around here, feel free to follow the channel. All you get is just benefits such as knowing when the stream is live, and that's it. That's more than you can say about YouTube, because YouTube doesn't like doing that anymore. I was sort of hoping they'd be a bit sneaky and hide one behind here. Nope. And another extra life, sweet. So that seems to be the easy way to get them, then getting them at the goalpost. One that immediately popped up was the Sunsoft Sega Arcade Club Beirut. See, I didn't know of Beirut, so there we go. That's all the proof that you needed that Electric is the absolute Sega king when it comes to trivia. That was simple enough. Anything down? No? Right. You can very much tell that this is a mobile game, very short and snappy in a sense, but I like that. So, can you give me some hints? Sign, please? Okay, so lob something at it, and lob something at it, step 2, question mark, step 3, profit. So it's all like the music note things in Mario, in a sense? Oh, sacrilegious mentioning Mario in a Sega stream. But someone was going to make that joke eventually. It didn't really need to be told how to walk through a corridor. I thought that was fairly self-explanatory. But on this stream it's also probably appropriate to mention that I was at some point planning... No, okay, can't do that, good to know. I was at some point planning on actually reviewing this for the website, even though this version of the game is not Sega, as I've said, but the original version is. Because... I don't know, I guess, as you saw today with Dr. Skonek's review of Yakuza 0 for PC, which I made the thumbnail for, by the way, very proud of that one. Seriously, one of my favourite thumbnails that I've done. Well, not favourite thumbnails, but favourite logos that I've made. That is very true, Electric. Yes, he would take advantage of it. As you can tell by the fact that Scott reviewed the Yakuza PC port, we are very much trying to get back into reviewing Sega titles, both on our YouTube and on our radio stream, and maybe some on the website as well if we're feeling like it. But yeah, so really want to try and do this one. Try and get out as many new Sega reviews as we can, and every once in a while get out one classic game, or maybe a dreadful game, to get awesome, or, you know, some obscure games. Either way, it's all the same. It's all Sega. You know and love them, hopefully. If you don't love them, then why are you here, basically? That's all I want to know. Ah! Don't think I did spot you there. I'm also down to 1 hit point, so actually be careful. Actually fine. Never mind. I forgot you can't do that, despite the fact I just learned that. At least the life system is not horrendously tragic, because it does allow you a bit of leeway. And I'm going to turn my fan on because that breeze that I mentioned at the beginning of the stream has actually stopped now. Yes, Jamie is very much the Mario fanboy of the group, despite the fact he is actually a Sega fan. Horrendously disgraceful, Jamie. You should be ashamed of yourself. So there's absolutely nothing I can do here, however I can see something down here. Ah, no, never mind, it's just an opportunity to get one-shotted. Instead of getting one-shot ourselves though, we're going to no-scope some noobs. No, you're gonna try and no-scope me as well, so not going to have that. 360. I should actually try and do a 360. To be fair, be funnier than my previously unfunny joke. So I can't crawl with a box, so yeet. I don't know how to pronounce that. Rail? That might be right, but I feel like it's wrong. Obviously anyone who tunes into the radio stream knows this, but my pronunciation, or how I perceive words to be pronounced, is horrible. Once I know how to pronounce something, I'm fine, but it's just that initial sort of saying as I see it, which is almost always never right. I guess in a sense you can't blame me for that, but at the same time you probably can. But once I've been told how to pronounce something, I'm fine. That initial trying to pronounce it is admittedly one of the highlights of the radio stream. I missed the H again. Let's go back for that. I don't entirely remember where it was. Oh, it was up here, wasn't it? Yeah. I love how the bird just sort of patiently waits. He's like, yeah, I'll wait to kill you. Stop your propellers from soaring. He's very patient in that way, I can appreciate that. Completely forgot, oh well. 360, yeet. The game has 2 play modes, the overhead 2D shooting sections and the 3D corridor sections. Certainly an interesting blend. You don't really see too many retro games with 2D and 3D. minus, you know, like mini games normally. But if it's as good as you described it as, then I think it's worthy of a place on Sega Ages. I know they're gonna go for the obvious picks, but I sort of don't want them to. But at the same time, I was happy with the picks they had for I've lost my train of thought. I was happy with the picks that they had for the original 3D classics, or you know, the 3D classics on 3DS. They had very good picks on there. You know, the ones that you would expect. At the same time, there were a few ones there that was like, oh wow, that's interesting. Because I wouldn't call any of them really obscure. But you know, I wouldn't have thought they would put something like Galaxy Force 2 on, for example. Because compared to something that they didn't put on, like, I don't know, Sonic 3 for example, that's every Sonic fanboy's favourite Mega Drive title, because they never port it, they always port Sonic 1. Yeah, in a sense, but, you know, they're never going to do Sonic 3, I think you should just get over it, because it's easier to port Sonic 1 and 2, I imagine. There's less emulation solutions required to actually do it, versus the issue that comes with Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which is you have to develop, or you have to find a way to properly do all the lock-on. Because you can just have Sonic 3 and Knuckles on its own, but people would then go, where's Knuckles in Sonic 2? Where's the other one? Yeah, Blue Spheres. People would complain they weren't getting any of that, so then they'd have to make a development thing for that. And yeah, it just gets a bit out of hand if you do end up including Sonic 3 and Knuckles, so that's why I never actually do it. Or at least that's what I perceive. I'm not Sega, so can't confirm. Drop that there for a sec. Controls are super intuitive, because I wasn't really sure what to expect, because obviously this was originally a mobile game, and it was originally intended for motion controls. But I sort of expected them to, you know, be a bit lazy in how they ported it, but these are super intuitive, like really responsive controls, and it actually works well on a joystick. It doesn't feel clunky at all. And no, in a sense, it's not too hard to rip Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but it's just more so the fact I don't think they necessarily want to try and add all the lock-on features as well, because you don't have to add them. But I don't know. But either way, I think I went on a massive tangent there. But to be honest, they probably would bring it to Sega Ages. But a lot of people were angry with them for not bringing that to 3D Classics. But I'm glad they went with the picks they did go for in the end. Yeah, Sonic Jam and Sonic Mega Collection do have that, but they're also better ports. So beggars can't be choosers. You know, they're better ports than most of the collections that decide not to add in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, is what I was trying to say and failed horribly at. I'm so hoping they put the obscure titles on there once they prove that the popular titles do well. So, I mean, all those games you mentioned I think would be great, but unless they're not the ones you're going to go for first, you're going to go for like your Sonic first. And yeah, it is ROMs running an emulator, you're correct. But they're going to go for their Sonic first, they're not necessarily going to go for a super obscure title, because that's not going to sell well. Versus if you put Sonic first, then... And Thunder Force does have a bit of brand recognition, but if you put them two first up for download, then people will go, oh, well, I really like those first two ports of the games that I know, so I'm going to continue to support them by buying the ports of the games that I don't know and giving them a try. And that's pretty much what I expect to happen. So I'm just praying that Sonic sells, even though fans are still complaining about playing Sonic 1 for like the 26,000th time. Sonic fans will be Sonic fans. You just can't fault them for that. Actually, you can. Please fault them for that. They deserve to be faulted. Where am I meant to go anymore? I don't know. So we're clearly going in the wrong direction, or at least it feels like we are here. So this way seems like the next logical step. But I feel like we're just going to loop back around in one big circle like we did last time. Hey, at least this level doesn't rely on padding and instead relies on you getting lost. Potentially here. Ah, that's where you were hiding that one. Really? I thought I already did that. And that's a very good point, Electric. As long as they keep making Sonic 1, people keep buying it despite how much they complain. So if you don't, funnily enough, if you don't want something made, then you don't support it. I feel like that's fairly obvious. With Sonic fans, it's not. Like, it's like, this is the worst. Sonic Force is the worst Sonic game ever. I'm only going to see it 3 more times. You know, that mindset. If you don't like a game, then don't support it. It's that simple. But some people just don't seem to understand this concept. Can you get off the floor now, please? That'd be good. But how do I get into there exactly? That'd be how. Never underestimate this game's ability to try and hide stuff in quite clearly. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. You know, in plain sight, in walls, instead of just, you know, making a clear passage. Grab onto that. It's almost been an hour already. That's been super brief, and yet we're only still in the first world. So that's a mistake on my part, going completely wrong. But I plan on continuing this game maybe Monday, if not Tuesday. So keep an eye out on your following feed for that one. What are you meant to do? I still keep forgetting that I can't just throw a box at it. Waiting for the 8K Super Ultra HD VR version of Sonic 1 coming out in 10 years. Yeah, it's called PC basically. No, why did I do that? Oh, damn it, that just... Well, who wants to see another half an hour of that again? Except I made a checkpoint. So. All is good in the world. Last thing is I can zoom out though. Only somewhat. Are you serious? Does that technically mean I can get infinite lives? Not infinite lives, but you know, as soon as I die I can just recollect the life. Can I do that? That'd be so good if I could. I assume so because it would have stopped me from collecting that life considering I got it on the last one. But we know roughly what we're doing now, so we can speed through this again. And I mean, it's not like it was too far away in the first place. I mean, technically, or do I know that I can grind for lives here, so maybe after this stream I will come back and do that if I feel like it's going to get really difficult. And yeah, exactly, Electric, kind of like Standard Speed Race 3 with the monster at the beginning, except I don't really know why you'd need to grind lives in Sonic CD, because admittedly that boss fight is stupidly difficult, but you're one stage away from the end at that point. Yeah, he deserves to die. What an annoying enemy. Not a big fan of those ones. I mean, at least the other ones, like this one, you can just 360 no-scope them and have over with it. Nope. That's what I get for being stupid. Not entirely sure what these coins do as well. I'm a bit lost on the purpose of them. Not the right button, that's the right button. Ah, I should have put my phone A on silent, B not on my desk. That's the correct streaming thing to do. This is not a professional streaming setup at all. And that should have been another one. Yeah, turn it on silent. For some reason you were playing Sonic CD earlier and did that race 10 times before I beat him. That happens to me quite a lot as well, despite the fact I know CD like the back of my hand, and I'm sure you do too. Sometimes he's just really cheap, and that's why I don't like that boss fight. That's the one part of that game that I openly criticise. People are like, it's the best part of the game. It's not, because it's all luck based, and a race shouldn't be luck based and, you know, have tons of RNG. A race should reward you for being good, and that, even if you're playing well in that game, Metal Sonic's just like, no, not a chance of it. I'm gonna snipe you out of nowhere, mate. Almost hit me, but luckily I'm too. I mean, I can normally get by it, you know, relatively easy myself, but sometimes just no. Metal's not playing nice that day. Lord Metal said no more, so I had to accept it. Screw you. We've also got 9 lives now. That didn't take much effort, to be honest. Or maybe this game's one of those ones that has a life cap. Knowing my luck, probably. 9 life cap to stop you from getting too good. I'm trying to find where this H is. I'm not too sure right now. The Sega CD was probably upset that I haven't played it in a while. True, yeah. I mean, maybe the Sega CD is the only Sega console to have feelings, but you're not the type of person who always has, you know, games to recommend me on the Sega CD. So hearing that you're not playing it is odd. And also GravSync just started streaming. Thanks for alerting me to that, chatty. Traitor! Finally I could get back at him, back when he used to be angry at me for streaming during CTS. I can call him the traitor now. He's betraying RadioSEGA, ladies and gentlemen. It's most likely going to be somewhere here. So, locked box, don't need that for the moment. Not again! Traitor, traitor, traitor! I can't remember exactly what he said when it... There's the podcast for that is up now, but I didn't hear the podcast at the time, so I don't remember what it was that he said. But I know you can probably fill me on that one, Electric, as you were there at the time, I seem to recall. Speaking of, along that sort of lines, plugs, I'm going to plug my own stream because starting next Wednesday, I'm actually going to be running my own streaming marathon again. You may recall, for those of you around last year, that I did the Sonic one-man relay. Well, I was trying to decide what I wanted to do this year in terms of series. Something that wasn't too long, because I didn't want it to go on for 2 weeks like it did last time. But, you know, still wanted it to feel like a marathon. So, what I went with was a series that I sort of know, much less than the Sonic franchise, also Go Away Box. You know, much less than the Sonic franchise, however, I'm very much excited for the new game in the series, and that is, starting August 1st, I'll be running the Smash One-Man Melee. Playing through all of these Smash Bros games, all the story modes, all the classic modes, trying to get all the characters. Hopefully that should be a bundle of fun. Also, this is trying to kill me here. Starting every night at 7 PM GMT, I can't count. Every night 7 PM GMT for probably a week or so. For about a week or so, and then whatever happens, happens. So if you're a fan of the last marathon, then hopefully I'm going to try and run one of these every year. The original plan was to do Kirby, because I also really like Kirby, but Star Allies is long come and gone, so it was a bit pointless to, you know, play Kirby. Maybe next year I will consider bringing him back, because I actually do know those games quite well, so maybe that make for a entertaining stream or marathon. Oh, I meant to... I didn't do that at all, did I? Is there an enemy? Yeah, you can... No, never mind. Don't get too cocky, because otherwise... Once again, he will completely annihilate my life. Can I pick him up, please? No? Great. So I meant to hit the enemy, and then I meant to airlift the enemy onto the switch, but... this is probably where I meant to do it, isn't it? That explains a lot. Yeah, I understand that it's been so long that you've forgotten. It's almost been a year now, which is crazy to think about, because that feels like yesterday Rav was getting mad at me for streaming and being a traitor during the almighty CTS. We miss CTS. Please come back, Rav. Pick him up. Thank you. Okay, so good to know for future reference. I can pick these enemies up. And you're meant to be dead, mate. Stop. Stop crawling around. Speaking of Discord, I'm going to check it because my desktop once again is doing that thing where it likes to eat notifications, so I can't actually see what messages have been sent to me. Only 1 more hour to go, that's sad. For those of you who were around for yesterday's topical result, you would know that I meant to start this stream at 6 PM today, and what went wrong? Well, Twitch, see, it's a very unique platform in that it can't just have an upload feature, you know, like YouTube does. You can just press upload on YouTube and the video will go up. Twitch insists you use their Premiere feature, and what that does is it plays the video that you just uploaded live, and then it will be able to be viewed from your videos page. I didn't want it to do that, I just wanted to upload the past episode of the Topical Pre-Resort, which, well, I will have to redo, because the default option is to use the Premiere feature, and I didn't want to do that, I just wanted to upload, but there is a way to force it to do that. The issue is, there's no way to cancel the Premiere feature. So, if you accidentally start a Premiere, well, tough luck, mate, you're just going to have to wait for that to end, and in my case, it took 2 hours and only ended just before 7. Meaning that I couldn't start the stream at 6 PM because there was humanly no way to cancel it. Thank you, brilliant technical support. Seriously, Twitch has some of the best features in the world. They are just totally not clueless at all and making it up as they go along. They are very well-trained individuals. Spot the lie, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the reason, I do apologise, but unfortunately that means because Last Call is on at 9 PM, which is 1 hour from now, that means that, well, I can't just stream for an extra hour. I've just got to take my losses and cut it a bit short. Okay, we're missing a few here, so let's backtrack once again. And by backtrack I mean just go back through the level and then not find any collectibles at all. I'm very good at that. That's my aesthetic. There's nothing up there, we already checked there. I still can't get over how much of a bop this song is, like, seriously. How do I do a sidewards? That's how, okay. Just like in the GIF in the top corner. Because PT made this layout with the intention of everyone would use face cams, however, if you know me, you know I'm not a face cam guy. Got the wrong one by accident. RIP. So I don't actually know how many levels are in each world. Probably like 5 or so, because we're on the 5th one now. I presume these worlds aren't meant to be anywhere near as long as I'm making them, but hey, it makes for a couple more days of playthrough probably. I threw one of these before and it just did nothing. But this time it seems to have done something despite the fact that I now have full health, so redundancy. Ah, could have missed that easily. But what's my initial impressions having only played this for an hour so far? Really fun. Like seriously. we have that sort of stigma around mobile games where we just tend to think they're absolutely trash and not worth your time, but this game is a prime example that mobile games probably are worth your time, because this, unlike most of them, actually has substance, real gameplay that is more than just happening on the stream. Oh yeah, streaming on YouTube, stealing viewers. Good old RadioSEGA, you can't hate him at all. You really cannot. Just too much of a likeable guy, you know? And in a way I was stealing his viewers, but hey, I didn't really have much of an option because I said I would do every day on that stream, and well, I had to stick to that promise because I ended up doing every day except 2. I couldn't do one Sunday, and I couldn't do Friday, Saturday and Sunday once. Okay, so I did actually miss quite a lot of the week, but that's because I went away for like 3 days, which wasn't planned when I initially started doing the planning for the stream, because I did it like a month or so in advance. And I found out we were going away. It's like, oh cool, that means I'm going to have to cram more games into more days. Because the original plan was 15 days, 15 games. That's a cool idea, right? But it didn't pan out because I wasn't told about that. There we go. But yeah, we all miss CTS. RadioSEGA and his cracking bands. Please come back. I know it probably won't happen because real life. Oh yeah, Andy was streaming as well, but that's not a surprise since Andy normally clashes with RadioSEGA. But to be honest, I don't think anyone except me and Lost Impact, and somewhat you sort of popped it in and out. I don't think anyone was really watching the stream, which I said was good, because when I used to promote it on the Topical Resort, I would say, you know, continue listening to the radio stream, only tune in to me if you've listened to this show specifically for me. If you're tuning into this show because I'm a RadioSEGA show, then stick around the station, don't support me. Because I trust people, you know, to make the decision they want, not me trying to force them into watching my stream. Because I trust people, you know, I want to listen to Sega Mix Drive. I have the option, I'm going to listen to Sega Mix Drive. I want to continue watching Viper because I came to the stream for Viper. I'm going to not tune in to Sega Mix Drive. I trust people to make the right decision based on them, not what I tell them to do. And, well, in that case, they definitely did that. Because they tuned in to the RadioSEGA stream instead of my own stream. Which is good, because that's what I wanted to happen. Only people who came for me, I wanted to tune into that stream, not the RadioSEGA audience. No. I specifically want to kill him because he's annoying me. Stay still. He's twitching around too much. Twitch the TV. Ah, great joke. Do you know what would actually be really weird that I just thought of but might actually work? What if this game had dual stick controls? That'd be odd, but I feel like it would sort of work in a sense. So I mean, one of them, well, you could have a way of sort of controlling the character, but then you could have like 2 sticks being the arms, in a sort of weird, like Octodad sort of fashion. Obviously, you know, that's not how they did it, but can you imagine if they'd done it like that? I wouldn't complain, mind you, but in a way this is also way more intuitive, so maybe I'm glad. So where is next? I don't have a clue. Probably back. Love to see CTS come back too, but I know after a few instances of drama going on the last few weeks of it airing, I can't really blame him. I mean, yeah. I think all of us, in a sense, were very dickish, and we should be faulted for that in a sense. You know, not too much, but I think we're all a bit to blame for CTS, or just not for RadioSEGA leaving, but CTS going off the air. But also, the main reason Rav isn't here or doing another show isn't because of that. It's just because real life is a thing. He, for a while, did have 2 jobs. And obviously, you know, has a girlfriend, has a life unlike me. I joke, I do have somewhat of a life, believe it or not. But that was sort of the main reason for it going away. But we would all love to see him come back. He has been much more active on Discord lately, like he's been in the staff chat quite a lot. And he's been talking to me in private tons, which I'm very thankful for. Yeah, that's the current status. That's the story, you know. But I think that drama with requests has definitely died down a bit, which I'm so glad for, because the request feature is so great that we shouldn't let petty things like that get in the way of the feature. Because that's what sets us apart from other radio stations. There were some talks at one point of, you know, what should we do with the request feature, but I'm glad in the end we decided, you know, keep it exactly as it is and trust people to eventually come to the right decision. Because, well, I think as a whole, it saved our community in a sense. You know, we made the right decisions ourselves rather than having, you know, have the parents come in, split the children apart from fighting. You know, in that sort of way, we came to our own decision rather than having the decision made for us. That's what I meant to do. There was no indication that I was meant to just tilt the stick up. Alright then. I'm sort of curious as to how I unlocked that previous thing. The previous door, which had the secret in it. Okay, this is a fun mechanic, I can say. Having to put multiple boxes on to weigh it down. That's intuitive. Been planning on job hunting next month, so I won't see you around as often. I mean, that is understandable. If you obviously you need a job. That's not just a question like, oh no, I don't need a job. I'll just attempt to survive. Also, what happened there? Screen just sort of cut out. But I understand, you know, if you're not around Discord as much because you either have work or you're looking for work. Like, no, that's just life. There's not, you cannot be faulted for you know, life happening. And we're all completely understanding of that. And in a sense, life's ramped up a bit for me as well, but I'm still able to be around because I still try and free up the time for the radio, not just for my own show, but doing behind the scenes stuff because you know, you've got to keep some passion in your life, and in this case this is my hobby, my passion. So I'm trying to keep, even though my life is getting a little bit more hectic, not too much more, but you know, I still want to keep around the time. Damn it, I thought I was going to get all over that as well. Yeah, still keep around the time. Kind of ramped down since you've left college. That's good because college is stressful. No, I did it again. Went slightly too early. But like, congratulations on finishing college. I think I said a proper congratulations if I didn't. Congratulations. I mean, you definitely deserved it because while I wasn't there watching your back at all, I know that you work hard and you probably worked very hard on your college stuff. Okay, 6 levels now and counting. I think there's 5 worlds overall, so long streams incoming to try and finish this one. Also, I do have to give a massive shout out to the Switch Pro controller. You thought I was going to give a shout out to someone noble? No. Giving a shout out to the Switch Pro controller because it's so nice for a multi-purpose controller. It works really well for 2D, it works really well for 3D, which is what I'm happy about. In general, I don't think there's a bad controller this generation or one that's worse than the other. I think overall I'd probably say Xbox One for 3D, PlayStation 4 for 2D, but this is a really good middle of the road one. Then again, all of them are pretty good at middle of the road, but this is by far the best. The middle of that certain road. I don't know what road it is, probably like, you know, Radical Highway. That's the road we're thinking of there. Right, come on, I'm trying to bait him over here so I can get past that. I'll just throw something at him. Because violence is not the answer. The answer is just trying to trick someone to get past you, moving them all the way left so you can then go right. Getting a bit too manic there, mate. Gonna have to calm you down a bit. And by calm you down, I mean get straight round. The answer is 42. Round 42. I honestly can't remember what that was in relation to. I have a mind like a sieve when I choose to. Right, the issue is I need to get the key here. But I don't want to lob the key at anyone. But it's gonna have to happen, so... No! Don't pick up the box. I'd almost fallen into that one. That wasn't what I wanted you to do. Oh, violence is not the answer. The answer's 42. 42. Okay. No, I feel like I know, but I just can't. I can't put the words as to why the answer is 42. The words are not on my side. I was thinking. Video games. Once again, no indication that was what I was meant to do. Safety, just in case he gets a bit too leery, you know. There's probably a letter in here. Seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, right? I actually haven't. I keep meaning to watch it because I know it's really good. I really want to. And actually, family really wanted to watch it. Maybe I should at some point, but I sort of roughly got the reference. But you know. I couldn't put it into words. I suck at wording, which is why I'm so involved in two hobbies that require me to use words. Brilliant idea. Yes, I need cake. Give me cake. Ooh, 3 lives at once. Okay, so maybe I should aim for the golden one and the golden gate there. It's not golden, I think the gate's blue. Well, I deserve that thoroughly. Please let there be some sort of collectible. No. Okay, wasted my time. It's annoying how I have to wait for them every time though. Wish I could just fly straight out. Save a bit of time. Don't know what I'm trying to save time for. Okay, you're keeping your mouth open this time. But it's actually repeatedly wanted to close it the last time I tried a wild region. Once again, not really sure what these coins do. No, it just looked like the goal post for a second. It's not a post, it's the goal ring. But that makes it sound like Sonic, and then people start talking about him again. But hey, at least it's not Jamie talking about Mario. Yeah, I was sort of expecting them to pull that one at one point. I gotta stop doing that. Yeah, going back to earlier, I tend to rotate some consoles out, and honestly it's hard to find the space for my Sega CD because it's quite wide. It's the Model 2 one attached to a Model 1 Genesis. The best combination, by the way, because the Model 1 Sega CD looks meh, and it doesn't really work that well. And then the Model 2 Sega CD looks good. But, yeah. Oh well, I understand that, rotating stuff in and out, I tend to do the same myself. The only thing that ever really stays on my desk, or there's only 2 consoles that ever stay on my desk, and that's my Switch dock and my original Wii. Everything else is sort of replaceable. Normally I swap in and out the 360, the Wii U, occasionally the PS4, though that normally stays downstairs. 7 levels, okay, we're really pushing the limit of how long a world can be. Usually PS4 and PS3 are the ones that stick around. I mean, that's understandable, they're multi-purpose, unlike most consoles which only sort of, have a few games that you want to play at a time. Whereas those ones, you can run applications through them, there's multiple games, there's tons of collections. It makes sense to keep around those consoles in particular. PS3 is just one that I sort of occasionally set up when I get like the itch to play a game on it. Not one that I actively keep set up, even though it is a really cool console. Don't love it as much as the 360, but I do quite like the PS3. it's adequate, no, I do like it. Why? I can't believe you've done this. No, you're gonna... Because as soon as I fire, he's gonna close. See? What a great guy. Now I have to go and find another box again, thank you. I'm sure there's like proper timing to it. Even then I mostly start with the PS4 to watch YouTube or a movie or something. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I have 2 Chromecast ironically, but for a while they had this weird glitch where they would connect to my internet and then just stop again. And yeah, so I hooked up my PS4 through a... I give up. Right, I'm gonna bait him. Sneak pass, sneak king. Got the greatest stealth video game of all time. No, because that's gonna fire it really hard. Hey him. No, didn't even hit him. Does this guy only take boulders? I feel like he might. But yeah, hooked up my PS4 through HDMI, obviously, and Ethernet, and yeah, I can get 1080p Twitch, 1080p YouTube. It looks awesome, and it actually works. That's the key thing here. And you occasionally watch Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog on DVD. Good cartoon? Question mark? Some would question that. I never really watched DVDs or Blu-rays. In fact, I'm actually... this is a sad story. I only own one Blu-ray, and it's the Bayonetta Bloody Fate. And yeah, I've never really been in... I don't actually buy movies in general. It's not even a piracy thing. I just don't tend to watch movies. Or if I do, like, we'll buy them off like a streaming service or something. I don't have Netflix, but I'll just repay per view. So that's the reason why that's the only Blu-ray I own. And, well, the other reason for it was because the collector's edition was about £3 when I bought it, which is dirt cheap. So, yeah, that's why I did that. And the DVD was surprisingly more expensive than buying the Blu-ray. But the normal edition DVD was more expensive. How does that work? I don't know. Either way though, glad to have that one, but I should pick up some more at some point. I mean, inevitably when there's a film I actually want, because I haven't bought a DVD either in years, when there's a film that I actually really want on DVD, I'll probably get it on Blu-ray. No, yeah, that's what I meant, on Blu-ray. I mean, the Sonic film, unfortunately, as much as I think that's going to suck, that is going to be one I'm going to have to buy on Blu-ray, so I can watch it at a later date and comment on how bad it is. So I can be a generic internet reviewer. I haven't actually told this plan yet, but I think what I'm going to have to do is when the Sonic movie comes out, I'm going to have to either travel down to King, or King's going to have to travel down here, and we're going to watch it together in the cinema and just riff the absolute hell out of it, because I'm not going to go to a cinema and watch that on my own. I'm going to need someone to go and watch that with for the hilarity, you know. Other Blu-rays I want though, like, I'd probably only get gaming films, because anything else I tend to just stream. So, okay, the capture card's a bit delayed, so I'm gonna just quickly pause it and refresh. I'm surprised I haven't actually had to refresh it too much. But yeah, I guess maybe another Blu-ray of a game film that I want is Ratchet & Clank, because that was also pretty bad, so I'd like to go back and watch how poor it was. As, you know, really horrible, tasteless jokes all scattered throughout the film. I'm sure you're going to go out of the way to see a Sonic movie in the theatre. I mean, yeah, the only reason I want to go and sit in a theatre is because, you know, you only get the theatre experience once, and that's not going to be a film that's going to come back to the theatre again. But I can see why you're not rushing to go and see it, especially as someone who knows their films. But I'm not necessarily one of those people who loves to watch bad films, but I think that would be quite funny to see in a crowded theatre. But to be fair, it would mostly be children, and I'm riffing on a children's film at that point, and there's a bit of a dick move, admittedly, but long-time Sonic fan, you got to go out and support a horrible movie and get a good laugh out of it. I don't even think it's going to be like sort of, oh my god, it's so bad, it's horrible. I just think it's going to be like, why would you do this? Like, it's just a concept that doesn't make sense to me at all. Okay, why do you need to make a movie where Sonic goes and sees the top? Like, you just make a normal movie where they're in their own world? Oh, I know, because money. Money is always the root of all evil. And this is definitely evil. So this is the explanation as to where all the collectibles to the level were. I'm guessing that's going to be the end as well. Yeah. Okay, someone's pinging me, but I don't know if he's pinging me. Go back down. Can I? No. Righty-ho. I'm going to need to find a way to get in there. There's probably a very obvious way. Now I've got to get them to die. Definitely never the answer, kids. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Okay, alright, fine. Go back. Didn't actually miss too much, but still. It's just the thought that counts. If you want a good video game movie to watch, it's always the 1995 Mortal Kombat movie on Blu-ray. Yeah, I actually hear good things about Mortal Kombat on Blu-ray. Or maybe you're just trolling me, I don't know. But yeah, maybe I should. I don't really have too much knowledge on Mortal Kombat. One day I'm gonna play the games, but I'm not like a huge fighting game fan. But if it's a good movie, I mean, yeah, sure, I could pick that one up. It's a fun watch. I like the way you worded that. You worded it in a way that suggests it's not good, but it's fun to watch. You know, not good in the traditional sense, but it's good in other aspects. I'm sort of getting from that message. I think that's the end of the line there, so now we're going to have to go back up the waterfall. Ah! Damn you. I'm blindsided. It's not a great movie, but it's definitely not boring. That's my favourite type of movie. It's watchable. It's watchable, and I wasn't bored watching it. Save me from inevitable doom. It's just like right there. Oh my god. Saw my life flash before my eyes more than once. And there's going to be an enemy here. Yeah, what a surprise. And he's going to come for me. No, get away. Get away, you fiends. Take him over here. I don't have any items to throw at him. Throw my wooden spear at him. I don't even have a wooden spear. Ah! I just love how I'm going literally in a straight line, not even any different movement. Yeah, got the 3 lives. That's what I like. Let's actually just check the RS Discord. I really want to get the Street Fighter movie on Blu-ray. That one is something else. Oh, I'm well aware of the Street Fighter movie. How just poor that is. Speaking of like video game adaptations, one I think there's subtitles for it. I want to at some point, probably after I finish the games, watch the Like a Dragon movie. I hear that's not horrible, like it's good cheesy fun, which is exactly my favourite type of video game film. Like it's not a great blockbuster, it's just good fun though. Unlock me a new power. Ooh. Okay, got half an hour left, so obviously I need to watch the time, but I'm well aware of that. Just as long as I don't cut off anyone on last call. Which is going to be awesome. I will be tuning in for last call, and I'm sure hopefully many others will be, even if it is a Saturday night, and you know some might not be able to be around. And it was a bit short notice as well, to be fair. I wasn't in charge of the promotion for that. That was all Rexy's job. So I myself would have done it a week in advance, but hey, she did it a day in advance. If it works for her, I'm sure. Oh no, it's rooftop run all over again. Except this time, instead of barrels, it's just rocks. So is there like any way to actually get past these, or what? Yeah, I wasn't entirely expecting a actual crate to destroy that boulder. So my expectations did not get the best of me. I was not disappointed there. Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat do have pretty hammy villain performances. Do love a good hammy villain. It's always a good part of a movie, which is why I'm sort of hoping Jim Carrey playing Eggman will be great, because he does do a really hammy villain sometimes. That's what I'm hoping for, because I feel like he can do that sort of wacky but sensible character type well enough that will fit Eggman perfectly. Right, stop this. I'm gonna go and get a box to show you what I'm made of. It's trying to reach inside of me. This is what you get for trying to drain my energy. Never mind. No! Kind of like his performance as the Riddler in Batman Forever. Exactly, yeah. That's my hope. I'm not sure how well the directing will be. But I hope that's how it goes. No! Why? Why again? I don't have a checkpoint yet, so if you could like refrain a bit, that'd be cool. Actually, I'm not going to throw one just yet. I'm going to do this first. Again, not really sure what purpose. I think it's just collectibles for collectibles' sake. I'm going to get this one. This one looks cool. Except I'm not, because that barely missed him. Like, skin of the teeth right there. So I've got to be quick because I don't want him to come back to life on me. I don't think that's possible, but best to be safe. I mean, at your own pace, mate. Alright, back to it. Back at it, whatever you want to say, yeah. Whatever phrase works best for you in this specific instance. Where do I go now? Ah, that was a secret area. I would have expected that to be an actual in-game area. Considering the whole point at this stage is to go downwards. I'm not sure. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's to go right now, isn't it? Because we've got rid of the boulder. Playing a lot of Spyro 1, of course, in anticipation for the Reignited trilogy. I hope for everyone's sake that that's good. I'm not going to be picking it up probably personally, just because well, I know that would be a great opportunity to get into Spyro, but not a huge Spyro fan. But I don't know, maybe when it's on discount or something. Yeah, that's like a game that I'll probably get when it's discounted, just like I did with Crash, although except I actually like Crash quite a bit, so I don't really know why I waited for that one. But still, you get the gist of it. Maybe at some point, especially if it comes to PC, that'll be tempting. Because teams, that one shots you? Are you kidding me? Okay. Alright, we're just going to be very, very fast then. Take a page out of the Blue Blur's book. So he's the Blue Blur of the skies. I want to see him in a race against Tails, Heroki. Screw you. This is a good life muncher. Good old munch. Oh no. Really? While I'm not the best at games, you know, I'm not exactly a pro gamer, and sometimes in some games I do need it. I feel like in this case you really don't need a helper, or like, you know, help assist thing, especially. That was no, not again. But yeah, I don't feel like this game really warranted having one, especially since this is this isn't too difficult, I guess. But yeah, the Crash style assist. I also associate this style with. How did that kill me? Don't touch the edge of a piece of wood, because you may get a splinter and die. Good to know. Yeah, I'm also associated this type of assist with like Nintendo, like the Donkey Kong Country games had this exact type of assist. And I admit, oh screw you. I admit I did sometimes in Donkey Kong have to use it, but here it's just like, nah, it's not really necessary. I don't need another one, but I will take it anyway. Besides, how does this help me? It doesn't. Like, what purpose does having a shield against a boulder that insta-kill you, what purpose does that serve? Can you tell me? Right, okay, that's much better. How? I don't get this. You get penalised for not cutting the corner tight enough, and then you get penalised for cutting the corner too tight. Like, stop it. Get some help, you know? That's what I'm really trying to get at. Oh, screw you! This section sucks badly. Okay, I'm gonna skip the eye for now, because it's clear that the eye is what's screwing me over here. I'm sorry, I know eye is a very useful letter, as letters in the alphabet go, but I just can't risk it. There's gonna be something down here. It's gotta be. Really? I would have thought it would have been something down here, considering this is a video game with hidden paths. Exactly, that is true. That's a good thing that I missed up the eye, because there is no eye in Team. Thanks for teaching me that one, Heroki. You are the true MVP. At least I got back one life. I mean, I went down like 5-6 lives there, but I got one back. Ah, that is the end of the world. Good stuff. Let's see what this guy has to say. Already loving the dialogue. I knew it! Never mind, but it sucks that this game has like, you gotta go back and get these collectibles before you can progress padding. Did play through a battle on Shining Force CD as well, so that's something I guess. Sure. I don't know how to respond. Congratulations. Let me just read this quick. Draw win with the left stick. That sounds cool. But Shining Force CD, great video game. It's much better from Shining Force fans' from Shining Force fans' perspective than the new Refrain, but apparently Refrain's really good, just in a different way. So is that the end of World 1? I guess it is. There's 8 per world. I'm gonna guess at some point as well there's gonna be a requirement like, oh, you've got to gold this many levels, which I'm not looking forward to. So, is there something I need to do here? Because I mean, I've got 4 in my inventory. That's not what I meant to do. You know it. I want my present. Just give me presents. So is this my house? It is. It's a cool house. Can't lie. I mean, Refrain doesn't have force in the title, so it's not false advertising at least. That's true, yeah, but still, I imagine it's far from ideal for most fans, but apparently it's still a good RPG. I don't know, I'm not an RPG guy myself. And there's behind Wild Arms. I hear good stuff about it. I wouldn't know a single thing. No, I didn't mean to do that. I pressed up. I'm just sort of biding my time at this point because I don't really want to start another world when we've only got 20 minutes left. So I'm sort of figuring out the best thing to do here because we've still got some cleanup that we can do. I think I just did that, didn't I? Yeah. I'm stupid. Oh, sure. Don't really need it because that explains. That'll be useful later down the line. Wild Arms 3 is a pretty good RPG. Oh, cool stuff. Also played a few rounds of Sonic Chaos on Master System. Forgot how much of a pain those games were when it comes to ring. Chaos is quite tight on rings, yeah, especially like the last few levels. I wasn't really paying too much attention. Was that character called Chubsies? So I'm a big fan of that name. give us a Green Viper Fat Man down in the chat room, of course. It's only 9 o'clock, should be yawning, yeah. Yeah, give us a quick peek. Give us a beta test. I did not hear the great news. Yeah, let's buy a shield. I mean, I get hit anyway because I'm pretty reckless, but I'll buy one. So I'm trying to figure out when would be best to close off this stream. Probably once I'm confident that I've bought everything that I want to buy around these parts. Whoa, awesome notes. I actually quite like that game. Didn't expect that in the corner. So these are probably going to be really expensive. By trails? What's a trail? Oh, the wind trails. Okay. Do they do anything other than aesthetic is what I want to know. anything other than, you know, being aesthetic. Okay, 19 lives. Plan on getting a power base or converter for my Mega Drive eventually. Yeah, if I can find one, then I'd love to get a power base converter. But, I mean, they're fairly common over here, but like not too common. But I have ways, as I've said before, of playing Master System games on Mega Drive, but I'd still love to have the real deal. I love the way his arms move. He just has absolutely no effort put in. God, stop yawning, seriously. just no effort. Just flow my arms to do whatever. Yeah. No resistance. Also, look at this great circle we're drawing. I mean, at that point, it's almost an oval. This is by doing full sort of laps of the joystick as well. Laps? What? By doing a full rotation of the joystick? What the hell's a lap of the joystick? Like, see what this guy has to say. Matey. Oh, he's feeling sad. Oh, let's cheer him up. So this is a side quest type style thing? Okay, we'll look for the key. Yeah, let's do it. It's gonna probably be somewhere around here, so stay in this general area. Can I destroy the crate? No, I can't. Okay. I'm gonna run a bit of a quest for this key, why not? I mean, there is an aftermarket converter that has the Yamaha YM2413 chip inside for supported games. Yeah, I've seen that one. I assume that's the Power Base Mini. If not, I've also seen the Power Base Mini. I've been also considering getting one of them. I like the real deal as well at some point, but if I don't get either, then hey, I've still got a way of playing them at least. Oh yeah, the Power Base Mini? Yeah. Cool. They look quite good. I should get one. Let's look down here, unless it kills me. It doesn't kill me, thankfully. This seems good. That was indeed promising. I wasn't really waiting, to be honest, and I was going to go and collect it, but I mean, it just magicked itself right next to the cage, so yay, little effort involved. 500, sweet. I could go and buy another 9-pack of lives with that money, or I could just grind them in that level that I saw earlier. Either or. I have one of the aftermarket converters that slots for both American and European carts and Japanese Master System games as well. Sweet stuff. I mean, that way you can import from all over the place if you don't want to pay the expensive American prices, because I'm sure, with the exception of shovelware, they're probably all very expensive over there. But Master System stuff's dirt cheap here, and I'm sure it's probably dirt cheap for Mark III stuff as well, over in the land of Japan. Let's see if you've got a side question. Oh! Yes, I did know that actually. Thanks for pointing it out. It didn't really add too much to my adventure. Because of that, the circuit board sticks out a bit. Aesthetically, that is not too good. At the same time, it works. It serves its purpose. It doesn't look necessarily the part. You got something else? Yeah. Oh, see, we need a new friend, because I'm fresh out of friends. That didn't even go anywhere near the ball. I don't know why that worked. Let's see if you got a fun game with us to play, mate. Or... I remember bringing up a picture of Skyblaze and she was quite mortified at first. Good old Skyblaze. Yeah, probably not too good aesthetically. Oh well, let's play the game. My hero. That's cute. Trying to play this cool game I've been telling you about. Hide and seek. Yeah, we'll play some hide and seek. I'm going to hide while you count to 10 and then you must try and find me. Sounds good. I mean, that sort of takes away the point if you're telling me where roughly you're going to be hiding. Cherry trees. Probably not going to find them in the time limit, to be fair. Because I've gone way too far off. Ah, oh, panic. I just wasted a ton of time right there. Whoopsie. So we're looking for the bushes. Yeah, I got nothing. I think he's here, but you won't let me press Y here. So I'm gonna have to move on. Yeah, rippy. We'll just have to do a jig instead of finding him. You're good at this game, kiddo. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing this until my ego deflates enough to where I don't want to win. Alright. So, where was he this time? Okay, interesting. Oh, Heroki, don't clip on that. Okay, so he was in the far left corner. No! Oh, I've done it again. Wasted so much time there. They're gonna be absolutely raging at me for that one. Just nicked one of his barrels of hay. Not barrels, damn it, you know what I mean. Just nicked some of his hay. Yeah, I ain't got this. No, I think I found him! Oh my god, that was close. There's like 1 second left on the clock. No. I mean, we'll consider it. We'll consider coming back playing some hide and seek again. There's still some more good Master System games you need, like Scramble Spirits, Alex Kidd. Not gonna lie, I read that as Scrabble yeah, obviously Alex Kidd, that's the one everyone knows, but I mean, you seem to know a lot of the good Master System titles as well, so I trust your opinion that they're good, and hopefully you manage to find them. But I think this is a good stopping point right here. We played hide and seek for a cute, innocent child, and I somehow proved that I'm not bad at video games. It won't last long, trust me. But yeah, I'm going to come back over to this screen right here while we just watch Heroki fly for one last time tonight. I'm going to come over to this screen right here, the ending screen. And I'm going to get out my post-stream music. That's really quiet. So thank you so much to everyone who's tuned in. Obviously we've only had Electric in the chat, but if you've been lurking, if you shared the link anywhere, if you read it on Discord, thank you so much for watching. There'll be plenty more of these. As I said, I do actually plan on playing some more Heroki on Monday night. Yeah, not Sunday, Monday night. So do come and join me then, because hopefully it should be a lot of fun. I have been enjoying this game thoroughly so far, and it's great stuff. But yeah, this talk bed is getting quite loud actually. But thank you so much. I will catch you guys later. Go on over to our radio stream, which is radiose.ga/listen, radiosega.net, radiose.ga/discord, all those places, and go and tune in right now to Last Call with Mesmerist, which will be starting up in just 7 minutes time. Incredible, I know. It'll be great. Anyway, I'm going to catch you then. I will catch you guys on the stream later. Stay tuned to Radio Sega. Keep being awesome. Catch you all later.